What if you could transform your life, not with massive effort, but with tiny, consistent steps? I'm diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that's revolutionized how millions approach personal growth. Its core idea? The 1% rule. Small, incremental improvements, when sustained, lead to massive results. Today, I'll unpack the key lessons from Atomic Habits with a laser focus on this game-changing principle and show you how to apply it to become unstoppable without overwhelming yourself. Stick around, because these ideas will shift how you think about habits forever. Lesson 1. The 1% rule. Small changes, big impact. James Clear's 1% rule is simple. Get 1% better every day. Sounds minor, right? But here's the math. Improve by 1% daily, and in a year, you're 37 times better. Skip it, and you stagnate, or worse, decline. Clear uses the example of a plane. A tiny course correction can land you in a completely different city. In life, small habits, like reading 1 page a day or doing 5 push-ups, compound over time. A student who read 1 page daily became a top scholar. An entrepreneur who made 1 cold call a day built a thriving business. The 1% rule isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Start so small you can't fail, and let time work its magic. Lesson 2. Habits are your identity. Clear says habits aren't just actions, they are votes for who you want to be. Want to be a writer? Write 1 sentence daily. Want to be fit? Do 1 stretch. Each tiny action reinforces, this is who I am. The 1% rule ties in here. You don't need to write a novel or run a marathon today. Just take a small step that says, I'm that person. I work with someone who wanted to be a runner but hated exercise. They started with a 1-minute jog daily. By month 3, they were running 5K races. Why? They built the identity of a runner 1% at a time. Lesson 3. Make it easy. Make it stick. Big goals intimidate your brain. The 1% rule works because it's ridiculously easy. Clear's mantra, reduce friction. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to eat healthier? Prep 1 vegetable a day. I tried this with journaling. Instead of aiming for pages, I wrote 1 line each night. Now, I fill notebooks effortlessly. The trick? Make the habit so simple it's harder not to do it. Combine this with a 1% rule, and you're stacking tiny wins that grow without stress. Lesson 4. The power of systems over goals. Goals are great, but systems win. Clear argues that focusing on outcomes, like lose 20 pounds, sets you up for disappointment if you don't hit them. Instead, build systems, daily habits, that move you toward the goal. The 1% rule is your system. Focus on getting slightly better each day, not obsessing over the finish line. A client of mine wanted to save money. Instead of fixating on $10,000, they saved $1 a day. In 2 years, they had a nest egg. Systems, powered by 1% improvements, make success inevitable. Lesson 5. Track and tweak. Clear emphasizes tracking habits to stay accountable. Use a calendar, app, or simple checklist to mark your 1% wins. Tracking shows progress and keeps you honest. But here's the key. Tweak as you go. If a habit feels too hard, scale it back to fit the 1% rule. Struggling with 10 push-ups? Do 2. Can't meditate for 5 minutes? Try 30 seconds. A friend tracked their water intake, starting with 1 glass a day. Now they hit a gallon daily, all because they adjusted and stayed consistent. Lesson 6. Never miss twice. Life happens. Sometimes you skip a day. Clear's rule. Never miss twice. 1 slip is a blip, 2 is a pattern. The 1% rule thrives on consistency, not perfection. If you miss a day of writing, get back to 1 sentence tomorrow. This rule saved me when I fell off my workout routine. 1 missed gym day didn't derail me. I hit it the next day, keeping the 1% chain alive. It's about resilience, not flawlessness. How to apply the 1% rule today. Pick 1 area: fitness, learning, productivity. Choose a habit so small it's laughable. 1 push-up, 1 sentence, 1 minute of focus. Do it daily. Track it. If you miss a day, never miss twice. Tie it to your identity. I'm the person who moves forward 1% every day. Watch how these tiny steps snowball. Clear's own story proves it. He rebuilt his life after a brutal injury by stacking small habits, eventually writing a bestseller. The 1% rule isn't flashy, it's powerful. Your challenge: start today. Pick one tiny habit aligned with who you want to be. Write it in the comments. My 1% habit is I'm reading everyone. Yours might get a shout out. Hit like, subscribe for more. Start small, share with someone ready to grow, and let's stack 1% wins together. Your transformation starts now, quietly, relentlessly, one step at a time.